Hey, welcome to the lemoncast. And I actually have a guest with me. He is Adventure Andy. How you doing?
Hey man, thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. Is there anything you would like to plug?
I don't really have too much going on right now. I actually did just start streaming again though, so I'm streaming on my channel Adventure Andy SNM. We don't really have a schedule yet, but we've kind of been trying to figure out when people are down to check it out. We did a Monday at 9 p.m. and that was like that went pretty well, and then we did like a Tuesday at 8 and that was like terrible. So we're still trying to figure it out.
Right. Now, I know. Well, most people don't really know, but you, sir, are an internet legend.
Wow.
Like you've been doing Let's Play since Let's Plays were a thing.
Yeah, I remember like my quote unquote era, and it's funny to even say that because I don't really consider myself to be like I guess like famous or even well known, but I have some videos that are like essentially viral. Like I've like probably a handful of videos that are above 1 million views, but I feel like that's not really like impressive anymore. But at the time, that was kind of like a big deal. I started doing it in like 4th grade. Now I'm like out of college, so I guess like I've been around for a very long time. All the people that I watch online are like, I think they've only started in like the past like 5 or 6 years.
Yeah. Now, speaking of like Let's Play since 4th grade, I know this is gonna be like a difficult question to answer. What was up with those like early SpongeBob Let's Plays?
Oh my god, that's not a difficult question to answer at all, man. Those are like, are you talking about the ones where like I used like it was clearly like a camcorder?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really know like how to make YouTube videos, so I didn't know that they like have like programs like I don't know what people use. Now I use like Fraps before I like stopped. It's like I don't know. Are you familiar with Fraps?
Yeah.
Yeah, I use that now. I'm actually looking at it. I still have it like bookmarked on my computer's toolbar, but I didn't know about that stuff, so I was like, okay, let's. I have a video camera, and I would love to get a video of me playing this. So I set that up. It just made sense to me. I mean, I was in 4th grade, so you know.
Right. And this one has been on my mind since I started watching your videos. What was up with you plugging gaminganyone.com? Like,
Oh my god, I'm so glad you asked about that. Or I'm sorry, was there more to your question or?
that was one of them.
Okay, yeah, totally. Well, so GameAnyone.com was this website that I found out about through a YouTuber I used to watch named Dave the Usher, who did like he had his series was called the quote unquote the Game Replay, but he's basically just a Let's Player, and he would always plug that website in his in the beginning of all his videos. So I was like, well, I want to be like this guy. This guy's fucking cool. So I decided that I would also do that. And to become a member on the website, you have to have a certain amount of videos that have that audio mark. It's its own website where like it's like a gaming forum, and you post videos to it also. And they're kind of like, I don't know if picky is the right word. That the whole thing dissolved because the guy ended up being like a huge asshole, the leader over there. But so it was like this sort of like upper echelon of like Let's Players, or at least it seemed like that's what they thought they were. And you submit your channel to their board, and then you essentially get to be like a promoted member on their website if they decide that your videos are good enough. And I actually have some of the old like reviews, and they're pretty brutal.
Yeah. It's really like just well, I actually checked it out. Gaming. I don't know how.
Oh yeah,
to call it,
GameAnyone.com. It's kind of a hard one. There's a little diphthong in the middle there.
but okay. Yeah, I actually checked out GameAnyone.com. Like I think it was a few years ago. Yeah, it looked kind of old.
Yeah,
Like,
it's very old.
yeah. But I mean, I guess another question is just like well, first of all, what made you want to really do this? Because like I said, I feel like you really started this whole Let's Play trend. Like I know you just started off playing SpongeBob on your computer or whatever, but like what exactly made you want to start Let's Plays?
Oh well, so I wanted to start doing it because I mean I saw other people doing it. It's kind of like I'm definitely not the first one to do it. I am one of the older ones that had started doing it. There was the people that started it were these people on a website called Something Awful Forums. I think a guy named Slow Beef started. Well, that's not his like birth given name, but that's his screen name. And so he started doing the Let's Plays on there, and then it got onto YouTube. Like my quote unquote like generation is like we used to watch like people like Proton John and Nintendo Capri Sun and like Chugga Conroy. Those are like the really like well known like Let's Players, but I feel like they've kind of fallen off too.
Yeah.
I forget what was your question? I totally forgot what the actual question was.
What made you want to start Let's Plays?
Oh well, yeah. So just like seeing those guys were awesome. I had some bigger influences. There was a guy named Dishban that I really liked, but I've like surpassed him since he was making videos.
Now, this is another question I want to ask. Like, I'm a huge Tony Hawk fan, but holy shit, you played a lot of them.
Yeah. So that's because I noticed that those videos get the most traction.
Look, well, I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because like I mean, and they're not like my favorite games to play per se, but like I felt that I was kind of good at them. The comment section would beg to differ, but I don't know. I felt I was decent at them anyway.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I never really understood, really the hate. Like, I know you don't skateboard yourself, so you wouldn't really understand the terms of the lingo or whatever. But I actually looked at the comment section back in those days, and they were kind of brutal about it. And I didn't really get it because you didn't really understand skateboarding at the time, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't, but like, first of all, like the culture is like. The culture of skateboarding, I think, is sort of like easy to poke fun at just because it's very like, what's the word? Like, bro? I don't know. It's just like, oh, yo, dude, gnarly, fucking, I don't know. Stuff like that. I always thought it was kind of funny. So I feel like there's fun to be, there's fun to be poked at anything, and that seemed to be a particularly low hanging fruit. But like, yeah, I don't really know anything about skateboarding.
Yeah, I mean, skateboarding itself is cool, but the culture is a little bit cringe.
Yeah, no, I mean, totally.
Alright, now this is gonna be another kind of a hard one to answer, but I gotta know, like, the reason why I'm asking you this is because I'm still a big fan, but I just gotta know. So, you remember the Tony Hawk's Proving Ground series?
Yes, to a small degree. It all kind of blurs together, honestly, but go on.
Yeah, one of those first episodes you dropped the N-bomb. Again, I'm just curious about it. I just want to know like what kind of like made you do that, I guess. Like I'm still a huge fan. It's just I'm curious.
Yeah, so that's like I said, I think I was in like middle school at that point. So in my world, and I know people have like claimed this before, and I would never do that because it's totally like unacceptable. But like in my circle of friends at like my little like middle school, it didn't really seem to be a big deal, but like it totally is, and you definitely shouldn't do that. And I've even considered like taking those videos down because it is kind of messed up, and I do apologize if that offended you or anyone listening. I would definitely never do it again.
It did back in the day, but now it's water under the bridge. But
yeah, totally.
Yeah, if you could just take them down, because that was just kind of like a shock. Like I just got finished binge watching like all your Let's Plays. Then I hear you drop the N-bomb, and it's just like, whoa. Like,
yeah.
I know I shouldn't really ask that question, but yeah.
Oh no, I mean it's totally good. I just I just need whatever videos they are. Let me know and I'll try to find them.
Alright, and I guess shit, like, how did you, well, I don't really know how to ask this, but, like, how exactly did you, like, record them, back in the day? Because I know back in the day there wasn't really capture cards or anything like that, and I know you recorded them, like, off of PS2, Xbox 360s, like, how did you exactly do that?
Yeah, so there were capture cards back then. I used a thing called the Dazzle. I don't know, there's like a word for it, but it was basically just called the Dazzle.
Okay, all right. Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause it's just like I'm curious because capture. Well, I didn't really know about capture cards till like I don't know 2014 or 15, and then I'm just wondering. Like I actually watched this back in like 2010, 2011, and I'm just wondering, like how did you get such clear gameplay? Because I know back then people mostly did it off of like camera and their TV.
Yeah, yeah. So like yeah, the Dazzle is a really good device to use for that. It only does composite input though, so you can only do like the yellow, the red, and the white, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those things plug into that, and then you plug that into your computer. It's just like a capture card nowadays, only there's no like HDMI or even component.
Okay. All right. Well, shit. I mean, I guess I guess I was glad to have you on here. Then, man, it was really nice talking to you. You're real internet legends.
Well, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. I guess check me out on Twitch and YouTube, and check out his YouTube. Is there anything else you want to say?
No, that's about it. Thanks so much for having me, dude.
Yeah, no problem. See you guys later.